Jai Hind friends. If you are new to this channel, then please hit the subscribe button so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you can get the notification. And if you like the video, then please hit the like button. This will keep motivating me to make these videos. In this video, we'll attempt to do a comparison between Kalyan Jewellers and Titan. I said attempt because there is a big difference between Kalyan and Titan, but we will still give it a try. So let's start. And now I'm at the chart for Kalyan Jewellers, and on Friday it gave an upside of 11%. If I look at 1 year return has been 100%, and if I look at maximum return has been 61%, and this stock got listed in the month of March 2021. And here you can see that the market cap for Kalyan Jewellers is 12,000 crores, which is still very less. It's a small cap, and current price is 120. It made a high at around 134 and low at 55, and stock PE is currently 28.4. Face value of the share is 10, pledged shares are 0, which is good. Debt to equity ratio is 1.21, which is on a higher side, and you will see the impact of this in the numbers which we'll discuss. So now we are at the yearly results for Kalyan Jewellers, and you can see that the sales in 2020 was 10,000, which decreased in 2021 to around 8,500. Again it increased to 10,000, and now for the 12 trailing month it is again increased to 13,000. And operating profit in 2020 was 799, which decreased 624, then increased, and again a increase. And if you look at the operating profit margin, it is close to 7 to 8%. It was 8% in 2020, then 7, then 8, and now again 8. So we can say overall the operating profit margin for Kalyan Jewellers is 8%. Now comes the interesting part and the most important part in a company which is high on debt, which is the interest. Because if a company has high debt, then majority of its profit goes into paying the interest. And high debt is one of the main reason why most of the businesses and some of the good businesses also go down because of this. You can see that the interest that this company had to pay, it had to pay around 419 crore interest, then 4,000, then 360, and then for the 12 trailing month 298. So whatever profit it is earning, the interest is getting deducted from that profit, and then you finally get the profit before tax. Although there are other things also which get deducted and added, like other income get added, depreciation get deducted, but overall interest on debt eats up your profit. So you can see that in March 2021, the profit before tax was 221, which in 2021 was 39, then in 2022 299, and for 12 trailing month 573. And if you look at the net profit in 2020 was 142, then in March 2021 it was in negative -6, and in 2022 again positive 224, and then 434. So in the period of COVID there was a dip and company went into loss, which was this period, and then again it started recovering. And that is what is reflecting here. You can see in 3-year period the profit growth CAGR is showing as 294%, and the reason is because in 2021 it was in negative, and in 12 trailing month it is showing as 92%. Sales growth in last 3 years has been 3%, and 12 trailing month 23%. So for 12 trailing month the data is looking good. The return on equity is very low, it is below 10, and stock price CAGR in last 1 year has been very good, 95%. So in the last 1 year we can say that this company has performed very well. Now let's check the numbers for Titan. You can see that the market cap of the company is 2,18,000 crores, which is a large cap company. Its current price is 2,456. It made a high at around 2,700 and a low at 1,800. And stock PE is 71.1. So a lot of people may argue on this point that for Titan the PE is very high. It is 71. For Kalyan it is only around 28. So Kalyan Jeweller is a better buy. But it's not that simple, guys, because market knows everything. I would suggest do not burn too much of energy on PE, but yes, if the PE is above 100, 200, 300, 400, then you should avoid those companies because those PEs are actually very high. But PE around 70, 80 is still fine, because you will mostly find these kind of PEs in high growth companies, in companies which have competitive advantages, which have entry barriers, and companies which have more market share and which are generally the market leaders of their sectors. The face value of the company is 1, pledge share again is 0, debt to equity is 0.75. Now I'm at the yearly numbers for Titan, and let's not go into too much detail. Let's just go only on the interest part. You will see how much interest Titan is paying on the loans that it has taken. It is paying around 166, 200, around 200 range, and in Kalyan Jewellers we saw it around 400 range. And if you compare the size of Titan with Kalyan, Titan is 20x the size of Kalyan. So you can imagine how much debt Kalyan Jewellers has currently on its business. And if you look at the profit compounding of this company, you can see the profit compounding is very decent. For 12 trailing month the profit has grown by 38%. In 3-year profit compounding has been 17%. Sales growth also is very healthy. 12 trailing month it has increased only. Return on equity you can compare, it is very good, about 20. Stock price CAGR you can see it is very healthy, very consistent. 10-year 26, 5-year 23, 3-year 38. Only in the last 1 year you are seeing an opportunity. So if we compare the profit growth for Kalyan Jewelers in the last 1 year has been higher than Titan. But in other criterias like debt, return on equity, Titan is a much better business. And Kalyan Jewelers only has one growth engine, which is its jewelry sector. But Titan has multiple growth engines. It has its jewelry sector, which is Tanishq. It has watches, it has eyewears, it has clothing, it has handbags. So whatever Titan has done in the field of jewelry, which is taking the market share from the unorganized sector, it is trying to do the same thing in the other segments also. So if we talk about in general business, the business of Titan is much better than Kalyan. Now coming on only on the jewelry portion. So in jewelry, one of the most important thing is trust. One of the most important thing is whether the product is genuine or not. So for that, I rolled out a survey on our channel, and I'll show you the results of that survey. So here you can see the results of the survey. You can see 101 people voted, although the number is not very high, but you can still figure out the direction that the public is going. So you can see that for Tanishq, 91% people said that this is the brand that they trust the most for buying jewelry, and the remaining is with Kalyan and Reliance. From here only you should get the answer that in which company you should invest, whether it should be Kalyan Jewelers or Tanishq, which is Titan. Because as I said earlier also, jewelry is a business of trust, and Tanishq, Tata is the brand that people in India trust the most. And one more thing which is getting very important in today's world is the brand name. And Titan brand is the strongest. In case if you are gifting jewelry to somebody and if it is of Tanishq brand, then obviously it has more value compared to any other local jeweler or any other brand. So trust and brand name is the two important thing on which Tanishq is growing, and I think it will continue to grow, because nowadays you'll see that people are not hesitant at all to leave their local cities, towns and settle in other cities and towns for better opportunities. And when they do that, what happens is they lose the connection that they earlier had with their local jewelers, from where their family used to generally buy the jewelry, because they had trust on that jeweler. So if most of the youngsters are relocating, which is happening at a very large scale, and that is why you see that a lot of societies are getting formed. And who do you think that these societies, these flats are for? These flats are for migrants, because the local people who are already staying there in those cities, in those towns, they would hardly buy those flats. Even if they buy those flats, they will not live in those flats, they will rent it out. So there is a lot of shuffling which is happening within India. And if those people want to buy jewelry for their daily use or for gifting or for some occasion, then obviously they will not have the knowledge and the trust on the local jeweler. The name that they can trust at that point of time is Tanishq. Even if they have to pay higher making charges, they are still going with that brand. And we also know that the middle class in India is continuously growing and the buying power is also increasing. So all these factors will contribute to Titan's growth in the coming years as well. And here I'll show you one more thing. I have just typed Kalyan Jewelers fraud, and here you can see multiple articles related to their fraud. I'm not going to go into details, but you can see for yourself, you can do your research for yourself in case you are interested in investing in Kalyan. These are the things that you should do before investing. So I'm sure it must be clear by now that in which company we should be investing for long term. Kalyan Jewelers may have given return in the last 1 year, but whether it is going to continue that journey in the next 5 to 10 years, I have a lot of doubts on that. So my first preference will be Titan. In jewelry, if you want to invest, in my opinion, it should be only and only Titan. This brings us to the end of the video. Please remember, these were all my views. Please do your own research and study also before taking any buying and selling decision. And in case if you have any question, or in case you want me to make a video on any specific topic, you can mention it in the comment section also. So bye for now. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.